My beloved ones, I look at you and I see a great exhaustion. It is not just physical tired, it is a tiredness of the soul. You have been running. You have been running for years, perhaps for lifetimes. And where are you running to? You are running after shadows. You are running after words, power, prestige, success, recognition, fame. You are like a man who is thirsty, dying of thirst in the desert, and he sees a mirage. He runs toward the water, but the faster he runs, the further the water moves away. Because it is not water, it is an illusion created by the heat of your own mind. The compulsion to reach power, the compulsion to be someone special, is the greatest disease that has afflicted humanity. Why do most people have such a compulsion to reach power and prestige and so on, rather than just being simple human beings? Why is it so difficult simply to be? Have you ever asked yourself this? The trees are just being, the birds are just being, the stars are just being. The whole existence is simply celebrating the moment. There is no rush, there is no hurry. The rose bush is not worried about whether it is more powerful than the jasmine. The sun is not worried about whether it is more famous than the moon. They are content, they are at home. But you are homeless. Even in your own house, you are not at home. Even in your own skin, you are not comfortable. You are always itching to be somewhere else. So today we are going to go very deep into this wound, and it is a wound. Do not think of your ambition as a virtue. Society tells you ambition is a virtue. I tell you, ambition is a sickness. It is a fever. And unless you understand the root of this fever, you will never be cool, you will never be calm, you will never know what silence is. Let us start from the very beginning, because the damage was done at the very beginning. One basic truth you have to realize: you have never been accepted by your parents, teachers, neighbors, society as you are. Just let that sink in. It hurts, I know, but truth is always surgical. It cuts, but it cures. Remember your childhood. Were you ever looked at simply with eyes of love without any but? No, there was always a condition. I love you, but you must get good grades. You are a good boy, but you must stop crying. You are beautiful, but you should comb your hair differently. Everybody was trying to improve upon you. Everybody was trying to make you better, as if you were a raw material and they were the sculptors. Your father had an idea in his head of what you should become. Your mother had a dream of what you should become. The teachers in the school, the priests in the church, everybody had an agenda, and you were just a victim. You were small, you were helpless, you were dependent on them for your survival. So you had to accept their ideas. You had to accept their rejection of your reality. They acted as if God had made a mistake in creating you, and now they, the parents, the teachers, the society, were going to correct God. What arrogance, what sheer stupidity. But this has been going on for centuries. Generation after generation, people are destroying their children. They think they are helping them. They say, "We are doing this for your own good." That is the most dangerous phrase in the human language, for your own good. Under the cover of your own good, they have destroyed your spontaneity. They have destroyed your trust in yourself. They have destroyed your innocence. This constant conditioning against you has created in you the idea, "I am not enough as I am." This is the seed of the cancer. I am not enough. Look inside your mind right now. Is there not a voice constantly nagging you? Do more, be more, run faster, earn more money, get a bigger house, get a better body. Where does this voice come from? It is not your voice. It is the voice of your father, your mother, your schoolmaster. It is an implanted voice. It is a foreign element in your consciousness, but you have heard it so many times, morning, noon, and night, that you have become identified with it. You think it is you speaking. It is not you. It is the conditioning. This conditioning has created the feeling that something is missing. Always something is missing. You are standing here, but you want to be there. You are earning this much, but you want to earn that much. You are unknown, a nobody, and you want to be a somebody. The idea has been drilled into you, and I have to be somewhere else, not here. This is not the place I am supposed to be, but somewhere higher, more powerful, more dominant, more respected, more well-known. Do you see the insanity of it? You are missing life. Life is always here. Life is always now. Existence knows no other time than now, and no other space than here. But your mind is a time machine. It is always traveling to the future. One day I will be powerful, one day I will be respected, one day I will relax. I tell you, that day will never come. It cannot come, because the very mechanism of your mind is to postpone. If you become a millionaire today, by tomorrow your mind will say, this is not enough. Look at the billionaire, he is the real one. You are still small. If you become the president of the country, your mind will not say, okay, now we can rest. No, your mind will say, but you are not the emperor of the world. And look, history will forget you. You must do something so big that history remembers you forever. It is a bottomless pit. You can throw the whole world into your ambition, and your ambition will remain empty. Alexander the Great died empty. Napoleon died empty. They conquered kingdoms, but they remained beggars inside. Why? Because they were trying to cure an inner disease with outer medicine. You are trying to fill an inner hole with outer accumulation. It is impossible. It is like trying to satisfy your hunger by reading a menu card. You can read the whole menu, you can memorize the menu, but your stomach will remain empty. Before we go further, I want you to do something for me, or rather for yourself. If you can hear this voice in your head, the one that says you are not enough, I want you to acknowledge it. Do not fight it yet, just see it. If you are brave enough to admit that you have been running this rat race, press the like button on this video. Let it be a symbol that says, I am stopping. I am looking, I am ready to understand. And if you have a friend who is also running, also stressing, also burning out, share this with them. Wake them up. Be a friend to them. Now listen, this story of conditioning, this story that you are not enough, is only half the story. It is the ugly half. It is the nasty half. It is the part that humanity has created out of unconsciousness. It should not be the case. A child should be accepted as he is. A child is a gift from the beyond. Who are you to improve upon him? Who are you to mold him? If people are a little bit more intelligent about how to be mothers, how to be fathers, how to be teachers, this disease can be simply removed. We need a new kind of parenthood. We need a new kind of education. An education that does not teach ambition, but teaches acceptance. An education that does not teach competition, but teaches love. An education that does not say, become someone else, but says, discover who you are. You are not to spoil the child. I am not saying let the child do whatever he wants in a chaotic way. No. But you are not to spoil his self-respect. You are not to spoil his acceptance of himself. When a child respects himself, he does not need to become the president. He does not need to dominate others. A person who is at peace with himself has no need to have power over others. Power is needed only by those who feel powerless inside. Dominance is needed only by those who feel inferior inside. The inferiority complex is the mother of all ambitious people. Adolf Hitler was rejected from art school. He was rejected by society. He felt like a nobody. And out of that deep wound of nobodiness, he wanted to force the whole world to recognize him. He wanted to burn his name into history, even if he had to burn millions of people to do it. This is the extreme, but the mechanism is the same in you. When you are trying to show off your new car, what are you doing? You are saying, "Look at me, I am somebody, please accept me." When you are flashing your expensive watch, what are you doing? You are begging. You are a beggar. You are begging for attention. You are begging for eyes to look at you so that you can feel you exist. If you really have self-respect, you don't care if you wear a simple watch or no watch at all. You don't care if you walk or drive. You are you. Your value does not depend on your car. Your value does not depend on your bank account. Your value is intrinsic. It is given by existence. You are valuable because you are alive, because you breathe, because you are part of this beautiful orchestra of the universe. But this first part, the social conditioning, must be understood clearly. You have to see how you have been programmed. You are like a computer, garbage in, garbage out. From the moment you wake up, you are acting out a script written by others. Be polite. Don't laugh too loud. Don't cry. Men don't cry. Don't be angry. Smile even if you are sad. Layers and layers of hypocrisy. You have become a plastic flower. You look like a flower, but you have no fragrance. You have no roots and you have no juice. This is why you are tired. It is exhausting to be a fake. It takes so much energy to maintain a mask. You have to hold it up constantly. If you relax for even one moment, the mask might slip and people might see your real face. And you are terrified of your real face because you have been told your real face is ugly. You have been told your real nature is bad. So you hide. You hide behind your titles. You hide behind your degrees. You hide behind your reputation. I am here to tell you that you don't need to hide anymore. I am here to invite you to come out of the cave. But here comes the most important point, the point that most psychologists miss, the point that most social reformers miss. Even if we remove all this conditioning, even if we deprogram you completely, even if I take out every single voice of your father and mother from your head, even if you become a clean slate, will the feeling of not enough disappear completely? No. But the second part is tremendously important. You will still feel you are not enough, but that will be a totally different experience. The words will be the same. I am not enough, but the experience will be different. This is where we move from psychology to spirituality. This is where we move from pathology to potential. What do I mean by this? Imagine an acorn, a small seed of an oak tree. If the acorn could speak and if you took away all its neurosis, the acorn would still say, I am not enough. Why? Is the acorn depressed? No. Is the acorn suffering from an inferiority complex? No. The acorn says, I am not enough, because the acorn knows it is meant to be an oak tree. It feels the potential throbbing inside. It feels the giant tree waiting to be born. It feels the leaves, the branches, the roots, the birds singing. It is pregnant with the future. So when the acorn says, I am not enough, it is not a complaint. It is a thrill. It is an adventure. It is a declaration of destiny. You are not enough because you can be more. But this more is not the more of the marketplace. It will not be any longer a question of becoming famous, respectable, powerful, rich. That will not be at all your concern. When you are clean of society's garbage, your concern will be that your being is only a seed. With birth, you are not born as a tree, you are born only as a seed. And you have to grow. You have to come to the point where you come to flowering. This is the existential dilemma, and it is a beautiful dilemma. It is the fire that makes you live. If you were born complete, there would be no life. If you were born finished, you would be dead already. A stone is finished, that's why it is dead. A machine is finished, that's why it has no growth. But you are not a stone, you are not a machine, you are a consciousness, and consciousness is a constant unfolding. It is a lotus opening its petals, one by one. And there are 1,001 petals. It is an eternal journey. This flowering will be your contentment, fulfillment. But society is very cunning. It has played a trick on you. It saw this natural urge, this urge to grow, this urge to become big, this urge to expand, and it hijacked it. It said, you want to expand? Good. Here, expand your bank balance. That is expansion. It said, you want to be high? Good. Here, climb this ladder of politics. Become the prime minister. That is height. Society turns, deviates, diverts your natural instincts into some social utility. It harnesses your life force to run its factories, to fight its wars, to sustain its bureaucracies. It uses your soul as fuel for its machinery. And that is why you are miserable, because you are trying to satisfy a spiritual hunger with material food. You are trying to satisfy an existential thirst with Coca-Cola. It won't work. You can drink oceans of Coca-Cola, but your thirst will remain. This flowering has nothing to do with power, nothing to do with money, nothing to do with politics. It has something to do absolutely with you. It is an individual progress. A seed has to travel far to become flowers. It is a pilgrimage. The urge is beautiful. It is given by nature itself. So do not kill the urge. Do not kill the desire to grow. Many religions tell you, kill desire, become desireless. I do not say that. I say understand the desire, purify the desire. The desire to be famous is a perversion of the desire to be significant in the eyes of God. The desire to be rich is a perversion of the desire to be rich in spirit. The desire to have power over others is a perversion of the desire to have mastery over oneself. You have to reclaim your natural instincts. You have to take them back from society. These two are the sides that are giving you the feeling that wherever you are, something is missing. One side is the conditioning, you are unworthy. The other side is the nature, you are a seed. And because both say something is missing, you get confused. You think they are the same voice. They are not. You have to gain something, achieve something, become an achiever, a climber. This is the interpretation your mind gives. I feel empty, okay, I must need a promotion. No, you feel empty because you have not meditated. You feel empty because you have not danced. You feel empty because you have not loved. Now your intelligence is needed to make it clear what your natural urge is and what is social conditioning. This is the work. This is why you are here. To use your intelligence, to sharpen your sword of awareness. You have to cut the knot. You have to separate the wheat from the chaff. You have to look at every desire you have and ask, is this mine? Does this come from my center? Or does it come from the TV? Does it come from the neighbors? Does it come from my fear of being nobody? If it comes from fear, drop it. It is poison. If it comes from love, from joy, from the sheer delight of growing, keep it. It is nectar. Cut the social conditioning. It is all crap. I use the word crap deliberately because you treat your conditioning like it is holy scripture. You treat your parents' voices like they are the voice of God. They are not. They were just as confused as you are. Your parents were conditioned by their parents and they by theirs. It is a long chain of blind people leading blind people. Step out of the chain, open your eyes so that nature remains pure, unpolluted. And nature is always individualistic. This is a vital distinction. Society is a collective. It wants you to be a sheep. It wants you to fit in. It wants you to be a cog in the wheel. Nature is individual. It wants you to be unique. Look at the forest. Is there any tree that is exactly like another tree? No. Even two leaves on the same tree are different. Existence loves variety. Existence loves uniqueness. But you are trying to be a carbon copy. You are trying to be like the movie star or the politician or the successful businessman. You are killing your uniqueness to fit into a mold. And when you kill your uniqueness, you suffer. The pain you feel, the anxiety you feel, is the cry of your soul dying. It is your nature screaming, "Let me live, let me breathe, stop suffocating yourself. You will grow and you will come to blossom. This is inevitable." If you stop interfering, if you stop trying to force the river will reach the ocean. You carry the blueprint of the divine within you. You do not need to go to a university to learn how to be yourself. Does the rose bush go to a university? Does the lotus go to a temple to learn how to open its petals? No. It happens in silence. It happens in deep trust with existence. And when you allow this natural growth, when you cut the crap of society, a miracle happens. You may have rose flowers, or somebody else may grow and will have marigolds. Now listen to me. This is where humanity has gone wrong. This is where the madness enters. In nature, there is no hierarchy. You are not superior because you have rose flowers. He is not inferior because he has marigolds. Just look at the beauty of this statement. It wipes away centuries of conflict. It wipes away all your wars, all your class struggles, all your caste systems. The rose is red, fragrant, soft. The marigold is orange, vibrant, wild. They are different, totally different. But is the rose better? Who decides? The moment you bring the mind in, the moment you bring comparison in, you destroy the beauty of both. If the marigold starts looking at the rose and thinking, "My God, I am a failure. Look at her softness. Look at how the poets write about her. Nobody writes poems about me. I am just a poor marigold." Then the marigold will live in hell. The marigold will stop growing. The marigold will shrink. Its juices will dry up because it is rejecting its own nature. It wants to be a rose, and it can never be a rose. It is an impossibility. And this is what you are doing. You are a marigold trying to be a rose. You are a poet trying to be a banker. You are a mystic trying to be a mathematician. You are a dancer trying to be a soldier. You are living a life of imitation. And an imitation life can only bring misery. It can never bring bliss. You both have come to flowering. That is the point. The point is not what flower you are. The point is that you flowered. The point is that you did not remain a seed. The point is that you opened your heart to the sun and the rain, and you danced your dance. Whether that dance was a waltz or a tango does not matter. Whether you were a small white flower hidden in the grass or a great big sunflower standing tall does not matter. What matters is the feeling of fulfillment. What matters is that you have sung your song. When you flower as you, not as a copy of someone else, that flowering gives a deep contentment. Contentment is not something you can buy. It is not something you can arrange from the outside. Contentment is the aroma of your own flowering. When you are exactly where you are supposed to be, doing exactly what your nature wants to do, there is a click, a sudden harmony. You fit with the whole. You are no longer a stranger. All frustration, all tension disappears. Why is there frustration in your life? Have you ever analyzed it? Frustration is the gap between who you are and who you want to be. The bigger the gap, the bigger the frustration. You are A and you want to be B. That distance is the tension. But if you are A and you relax into being A, where is the tension? Where is the frustration? There is no space for it. You are so full of being A, you are so delighted in being A, that the idea of B does not even arise. And when tension disappears, a profound peace prevails over you. The Bible calls it the peace that passes understanding. Why passes understanding? Because the mind cannot understand it. The mind thrives on conflict. The mind lives on problems. If you have no problems, the mind has no function. It stops. And in that stopping, in that silence, true peace descends. It is not the peace of the cemetery. It is not a dead peace. It is a living, dancing peace. It is a peace that bubbles with joy. But first, and I cannot emphasize this enough, first you have to cut the social crap completely. I am using strong words because your conditioning is strong. A gentle whisper will not wake you up. You need a hammer. Crap is a hammer. Society has filled you with garbage. Money is God. Power is success. Prestige is happiness. These are lies, beautifully packaged lies, sold to you by the media, by the politicians, by the priests. Otherwise, it will go on distracting you. Even if you meditate, if you have not cut the root of this conditioning, you will be meditating with one eye on the clock and one eye on your bank balance. You will be sitting in silence, but your mind will be planning how to become a guru, how to become a spiritual leader. The ambition will simply change its clothes. It will put on saffron robes, but it will be the same old ugly ambition. You have to be ruthless with your own mind. You have to watch every thought. And whenever a thought comes that says compare, compete, conquer, you have to see it for what it is, a foreign intruder. Say to it, get out. This is not me. Now let us move to a very delicate point, a point where many get confused. You have to be rich but not wealthy. You will say, Osho, are you playing with words? What is the difference? There is a tremendous difference. The dictionary may say they are synonyms, but in the existential dictionary they are opposites. Wealth is external. Richness is internal. Wealth is about possession. Richness is about sensitivity. Wealth is quantity. Richness is quality. Richness is something else. Let me tell you a secret. A beggar can be rich and an emperor can be poor. Have you not seen this? Look at the face of a man who has just conquered a country. Look at the face of the richest man in the world. Do you see joy there? Do you see light, or do you see anxiety? Do you see suspicion? He is afraid everyone is trying to steal his money. He is afraid his wife loves his wallet, not him. He is afraid of death, because death will take everything away. He is trembling, he is poor, he is a pauper. And then look at a mystic. Look at a simple man living in a hut in the mountains. He has nothing. no bank account, no insurance, no security for tomorrow. But look at his eyes, they are shining like stars. Look at his laughter, it is like a roar of a lion. He is rich, he possesses the morning sun, he possesses the wind in the trees, he possesses the moment. He is not afraid of losing anything because he holds on to nothing. Richness is a quality of being. It depends on how deeply you can feel. How much can you love? How much can you appreciate? Can you see the psychedelic colors of a butterfly? If you can, you are rich. Can you hear the music in the sound of running water? If you can, you are rich. Can you feel the presence of the divine in the touch of a hand? If you can, you are rich. But if you have millions of dollars and you pass by a rose bush without even seeing it, you are blind, you are poor. If you have a palace but you cannot sleep at night because of worry, you are living in hell. Society wants you to be wealthy, existence wants you to be rich. And the irony is, if you are truly rich inside, the outer wealth may come or may not come. It doesn't matter. If it comes, good. You will enjoy it, you will share it, you will have a beautiful garden, you will have good food, but you will not be attached to it. If it goes tomorrow, you will pick up your begging bowl and walk down the road whistling. Your inner kingdom is untouched. This is the state I want to bring you to, the state of the king of the inner world. But this requires a transformation of your values. You have to turn your values upside down. Up to now, you have valued the object. You have valued the thing. Now you must value the subject. You must value the being. You are more important than your house. You are more important than your job. You are more important than your reputation. Do not sacrifice the master for the slave. Your mind, your career, your money, these are slaves. They are tools to be used, but you have made them the master and you have become the slave. It is time for a rebellion, and this rebellion is not against the government, it is not against the system, it is a rebellion against your own conditioned mind. It is a rebellion against the you that society has created. You must die to the past so that you can be born to the present. I want to ask you a question, and I want you to be very honest. When was the last time you felt truly content? Not excited, not thrilled by a victory, but simply content, like a cat sleeping in the sun. Just, everything is okay, nothing is needed. If you can't remember, or if it was a long time ago, then you are in danger, you are wasting your life. You are trading diamonds for stones. I am here to shake you. I am here to wake you. I am here to remind you of the forgotten language of your own soul. You are a seed that contains a God. Don't die as a seed. Don't die as a potential. Actualize yourself. But remember, the path of actualization is not a straight line of achievement. It is a zigzag path of discovery. It is playful. It is not serious. Seriousness is a disease. Seriousness is the badge of the ego. Look at me. I am doing such important work. Existence is not serious. Look at a giraffe. Do you think God was serious when he made the giraffe? Look at a parrot. Look at a monkey. Existence is full of humor. Existence is laughing. If you want to flower, you must learn to laugh. You must learn to laugh at your own ambitions. You must learn to laugh at your own stupidity. When you can laugh at yourself, the ego starts to dissolve. The compulsion to reach power cannot survive in the climate of laughter. Power needs a serious face. Power needs a stiff upper lip. Laughter softens you. Laughter opens you. So, here is my prescription for you. For the next 7 days, whenever you feel the urge to prove yourself, Whenever you feel the urge to show off, whenever you feel the urge to climb over someone, stop. Take a deep breath and laugh. Laugh at the absurdity of it. Say to yourself, I am a marigold and I am happy. Say to yourself, I am enough. And see what happens. A lightness will come to your step. A brightness will come to your eyes. People will start looking at you differently. They will ask, what has happened to him? He looks so fresh. He looks so young. You have simply dropped the burden. The compulsion to reach power is a heavy backpack filled with rocks. You are carrying it up the mountain, sweating, panting, dying, and I am sitting by the side of the road, drinking tea, saying to you, drop the bag, the view is beautiful right here. But you say, no, I must reach the top, I must put my flag on the peak. Go ahead, reach the top. You will find nothing there but wind and snow, and you will have missed the flowers, the butterflies, the streams, and the tea along the way. Life is the journey, it is not the destination. The flowering is in the process, not in the conclusion. When the rose opens, it does not say, I have arrived. It simply spreads its fragrance to the winds. It gives it to the sinner and to the saint equally. It does not discriminate. I will give my fragrance to the priest, but not to the thief. No, the rose is overflowing with its own being. Be like the rose. Overflow with your own being. Share your love, share your joy, share your silence, not to get anything in return, not to get praise, not to get a vote, but simply because sharing is the nature of growth. When the cloud is full, it rains. When the flower is full, it fragrances. When the human being is full, he loves. This is the only power worth having, the power of love, the power of overflowing life. So drop the begging bowl, drop the ambition, drop the mask, be naked before existence. Be simple. To be a simple human being is the most difficult thing in this insane world. But it is the only thing that will save you, and it is the only thing that will satisfy you. Final engagement and call to action. My friends, we have traveled far in this session. We have gone into the dark basements of your conditioning, and we have looked at the open sky of your potential. Now the choice is yours. You can go back to sleep. You can go back to the race. The world is waiting for you with its whistles and its whips. It will welcome you back to the slavery, or you can take a step towards freedom. I cannot walk for you. I can only point the finger. But if you look where I am pointing, you will see the moon. You will see your own face. If this message has touched a chord in you, if it has vibrated with something true in your heart, then do not keep it to yourself. This energy needs to move. I invite you to subscribe to this channel, not as a number, but as a commitment to your own growth. Join this community of seekers. We are here to remind each other of the truth when the world tries to sell us lies. And leave a comment below. I want you to write just one sentence. Write, I am enough as I am. Write it down. Make it a declaration. Let the whole world know that you are stepping off the treadmill. I am enough as I am. And share this video. Send it to the people you care about, the people who are suffering from the disease of more. Send it to the ambitious ones, the tired ones, the lost ones. Be a light for them. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Go now and bloom. Bloom wildly, bloom madly, bloom without apology, for that is why you are here.